Okay, I want to say hi again. Hello everybody, welcome again to another art video with me, Richard. We're using Krita here. In this video I'm going to be showing you some more art methods. Let's talk about the bodies again, because in the last couple of videos I was showing the head from different angles. I find it very hard to draw the human figure in various positions, I must say. But you know, there are different ways you can do it. Now I want to show you something else. Okay, we've talked about, let's just look at some different ways. Okay, stick figures, right? You can go with stick figures. So I can just do a stick figure like this, you know, the basic thing. Nothing much to it, right? I can do with maybe with more detail. I can put a neck, I can put shoulders, I can put this, I can, you know, do even hips like I mentioned before. I can do bendy legs with joints, even put lines for the feet if I wish to. Those coming off there. They could even just be wavy lines, like wavy, and I can just imagine where the elbows and knees are and things like that. So they do that there, boom. See this here, boom, boom, boom. So you can imagine where the hands are, the elbows are, and all the rest of it. You can do it another way. You can have circles, as I say, so one for the head, one for the body, one for the hips, and you can just join them up in different ways. You can have it like that. You can have a big fat person with less of a neck showing, so that if the head's in, usually the rule is if you've got well, not the rule, but the thing is, from the front you'd see more of the head, from the back you'd see more of the back there. So this looks like it's in top, if you get the idea. Like if I draw two circles here, one and then two, you can clearly see that this one is in front of that one because this is overlapping that. Okay, so you can see here with the bodies here the same thing. So this is the face of a character with spaghetti arms, and we'll do an arms folded position. Okay, or a guy pointing over there to try and tell you that the UFO has taken off in that direction, guys. Maybe the guy's walking, so we can just do two wavy legs. We can do the feet walking, let's say, as you go along, you know. You work basic things out. Now from this side we can clearly see this is the back of someone. So the arms on his hips there, and he's standing, we'll be waiting at the bus stop. Okay, so you know, you can see, so we've not bothered to draw a neck on, but sometimes you may want to have the neck. You may even want to draw circles for the shoulders, but don't forget to draw that line across first. Okay, that line is very important to show where the lines are. Now we can see the whole line here, we can see the whole width from shoulder to shoulder. But how about this side here? Maybe we can only see one hip. So if I draw another circle and draw my leg, maybe the other leg is not going to be here, it's going to be like just on the other side, so we can't see the other leg because it's behind it. The foot is pointing in that direction, so that must be the front of his body, otherwise this guy's injured badly. The other foot you could have, like, you could have just the knee showing maybe, and then the other leg's behind, maybe he's walking. But we can't see this red line for the hips because it's already facing in the other direction. It's facing far away from us, you know. So let's show you that again. If I have three examples, like if I do hips and let's say hips and leg, hips and two legs. Okay, now here is this and this is this. Okay, so this is from the front view, this is from the side view, and this is from a middle, like turning view, as this turns around. See, it's turning around. You get the idea, right? So you have to imagine this whole thing. Okay, so from different angles. Now, yeah, and the arms, as I say, the arms, however you're going to have them, like wavy things like that, like noodles, or just bent stick pieces. We've also got other things like, as I say, cubes, which we can use. So if I have a cube here, I can have a line for the neck, a line or a spine, wavy spine, and then imagine where this other cube is going to be. Remember, it gets smaller when it's further away from us. And then the hips might be, let's say we can just see the bottom now. Do some crazy one, okay? See the bottom here and then maybe just, I don't even know, you know. Let's just see. So let's just imagine. Okay, I'm going to have a line here. I'm going to decide to have just 2 more here. Okay, 1 small and 1 bigger. So right about there. Right, it's not the best, but we're going to have something like that, and we have to imagine that these cubes are 3-dimensional, so that is literally in front of that. Okay, and you can do your wave if you want to do your wavy lines, or imagine where things are. Like for example, I know that the ear is on the side of the head. This is going to be the front of the head. This is the front of the chest. You see, I can even put in lines to show where the rib cage is, like this. Okay, and that'll be like an egg sort of shape here. This would be like a more arced thing here, and it goes into the groin. But you don't have to worry too much about that. I don't want to confuse you now, but let's just look at the basics. Okay, so this is the front of a thigh here. Now I can also do things like, you know, I can remember that the line of, this is the center here, see, and then we can have another like line for the shoulders. So the shoulders are going to be about here, right, and they joined up across here. The hips are about here, see, joining this. Okay, we're kind of looking up into the crutch area. Yeah, so the front of the body is going to be a bit, it's kind of twisted up crazy, I know, but you know, it's like this. It goes here and then into here. You see, and it goes up into here and into this, this low rib cage will be about here, and then you can have the chest, you know, as we're going. So this is a crazy setup we've got here, but you got the idea. And then, you know, using certain colors, you can have like, for example, I can decide I can just do a wavy noodle for the arms, you know, and different things, imagining where the hands are. Just do circles if I wish to do it like that, or I can again excuse me, yeah, I can imagine cubes again. So let's just imagine a cube coming out from this joint here, these circular joints for the shoulders and hips. Okay, but I need to hurry up actually on this one. If I do you know, the front of a cube, because we're not seeing too much from there, so, and then we're doing another cube about there, stretched out long, elongated, and then another circle for the elbow, and then we do another circle for the elbow here, and then another arm about here, and I can see what I'm basically doing. Might look crazy to you, but I can see exactly what I'm doing. This part of the arm is covering the whole thing here. Okay, and that is actually covering the whole thing there, so this is actually in front of that. This, you wouldn't see that behind there because that's behind there. This will just put a cube, a little piece for the hand. I'll show you in a moment. Here I'm going to do another little smaller one. It's further away, so you can just see part of that. And then you can do a circle, or you can do like a piece like this, and then draw the fingers in however you wish to. We'll get into that in another video. But from here, see, if I bring that down now and then go on top, if I bring this really faintly, if I just show you quickly, look, you can do a lot of things. You can just imagine where the shapes are. Now what they say, okay, is when you're drawing a character, usually they've got things, I've seen people do this before, where they do a circle here for the head. When it comes to the body, they'll just do a thing like that, and then they'll either draw the shoulders or not bother. But what they do is with the arms, when you get to the elbow point and then the hand here and the hand, the elbow and the hand, what they'll do is they'll do the shoulder. Okay, the shoulders will be one circle for like the deltoid muscle. Then they'll do another sphere that goes all the way down to there. You may do a circle for the elbow, a small elbow, and then what you do is you do a small sphere, a small egg shape, which doesn't go all the way down to here. There's a gap between them. Okay, the same with this side. So you do that. Shoulder circle, then a line, and then you do this. Basically, it's a sphere or a sausage shape. Another sphere here. Then when you do this and this, there'll be another small part here, and that represents the muscle mass, the muscle that's there. This goes down to about here. You got the chest here, all the guts here. The hips will be about there. You do another like shape, you know, and then when you're doing the legs, it's the same thing. So when you got this, you might draw the hips in, but you've got this shape here for the legs, you see, and then when you get to the knees, when you go to the bottom part, it's the same as the arms. So the top part is filled in, but for the bottom part, for the arms and the legs, we've got this type of thing going on, a very small part. It's separated here, you see. So we've got this here, and then we've got a line where the bone is before we get to the feet, and I'll do like a circle, like a triangular sort of shape there, just for this example. Okay, we're going to get more into this in another video, but let's just go over this just really quickly with a quick drawing if I can. Okay, let's do this. I'll do it with dark blue, I think. Let's just go. I'm not going to talk, so I'm just going to draw a character in. See, so we're going to do this. I'm going to do the arm. Okay, very naturally. I'm just trying to follow the best I can. I'm not the best at art, as I say. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, I just love art, but I'm not great at it. Okay, so I'm just trying to imagine the shape as though it's a three-dimensional shape, following the shapes that I've got here. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of boobs here because it's nice to have. Okay, if she's a woman. I'm going to do the chin. I'm going to just do some hair. Okay, here you get the idea. You don't want to make her too muscly. Oh, I don't want to. Boobs are right here. Okay, and this is going to go right about there, and it's going to go right curving in, you see, and the body's going to be like curving in from the back here, really curvy, and the hips are going to be over here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give her a dress, otherwise she'll be buck naked in this video unless she's in a bikini. You're going to draw the skirt over here, and you get the idea, and this is the thigh, the back of the legs about there, and that's like really too big, I think, but you know, you get the idea. Okay, and you see though how I'm getting the basic idea, you know what I'm saying, and then you get the arm about there. She's looking a bit weird, but you know, and you get the idea. Okay, I'm just trying to understand where the muscles are here, and you do your character. Now that looks a little bit too over you know, exaggerated there, I think, but you get the idea though. Okay, and you get the idea how you can work these shapes. Now this arm's way too big, it looks a bit wrong with the perspective and everything, but you see what I mean. You can get some basic understanding using these blocks to make shapes. Okay, so there, and then maybe the hand about there. Okay, now that's that. Might draw the hair from the other side, the body would be about there, whatever, and the belly button about there. Give her a bra, otherwise she'll catch a cold. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the best piece of artwork, but you get the idea though. Okay, working with blocks. I'll see you in the next video.